All right, guys, welcome back to the show. It is still Silverbird today on a Wednesday, and we are having a blast in the studio. Of course, Quincy and I are holding it down
Definitely
today. So we have our next guest who is in a field that is extremely interesting, probably one that we've probably not brought on the show before. Maybe we have. He is an arts and crafts consultant, of course, Mohammed Abu. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay.
Okay, so I mean, the arts and crafts world is one that's even related to tourism in Nigeria. It's like an open door for people to express themselves and, of course, bring in tourism for Nigeria. But I mean, over the years, it's really suffered a decline because, of course, there's not been so much attention paid to it, and you are in that business. So, I mean, what's the journey been like for you in this business so far?
So, African buyers particularly, there is this attention that we are giving to all these people that are into craft stuff. And there are a lot of people in other African countries that actually love these other country products particularly, but they have this difficulties in, intersending and intermaking others. So we are just giving them this attention that, okay, if eventually you can do something good from your house, you don't need to get a store, you don't need to shout to the world, because what happens is that a lot of people, their attention is just being made on Instagram and Facebook, of which they have this limited audience, and as such, they don't have this power to get a lot of sales. And
Okay, let me ask you, what type of arts? Because there's so much type of arts and crafts. What arts are we talking about specifically first?
we have the Texas, the ankara stuff, the beads making. Aside from the bead making, there are other countries like Ghana. They have these marks stuff, of which other people need it for maybe some acting stuff, and maybe eventually they will want it for any type of show. So to get it now, we are just making it very, very easy for them to just put it
All
on.
right, so what you've been able to do is create the perfect middleman between the diaspora buyers and the makers in Nigeria.
Yes.
How lucrative has that been? Because I mean, trying to find buyers as well to link them up with such beautiful art.
African buyers particularly has this strong, there's this strong publicity that we did, attentions, seminars we've done almost around Africa now, that even is aside from social media, you understand? So anybody that particularly have his products on sales on African buyers particularly, and they will have.
Let's even ask him about the culture of these crafts, because there's so many crafts specific to different terrains.
Yeah.
So people even need to understand
Yeah.
some of the cultures attached to these crafts.
Okay.
Yes.
So like most of the cultures that you are trying to see is maybe eventually all these maybe beads, from example now. Beads can be used for different perspectives depending on the particular person that needs it to know what he or she needs it for. And all these particular ankara, for example now, there are a lot of people that want to carry out anything like seminar, like marriage stuff. They have this particular picture of what they want. But you discover that trying to get the original ones, trying to get the real ones is always a problem for them. So what they will just do is just go to African buyers and just, place their order and to get to them in any destination they are in Africa.
And
That's
some of the
beautiful.
cultures too. I mean, because we haven't talked about the cultures. For example, what's peculiar about some of, because I know for Abeokuta you have the beautiful, is there Abeokuta? We have the Adire, I think it's Adire.
Yes,
So what are some of those cultures that are peculiar to those crafts?
Okay, from example now, Edo State particularly, I wish that's a case example.
As beads.
Yeah,
Yes.
Edo State that are very, very professional in making beads now. People from other countries, everybody as a person actually wants the best. You understand? So people from other countries now will have this mindset that, okay, we are buying made in Nigeria, Edo particularly. So they just know that, okay, this is what they are known for, and this is the originality of what they are getting. You understand?
I'd say, I mean, you're probably not the first I would hearing just as actually doing this, but what sets you apart from every other person?
I would say this uniqueness in us is this, publicity that we have. We have strong audience. You understand? If eventually you are a vendor now, you come and register on our website and you upload any of your products, we are giving you this assurance that you are not just uploading for uploading sake. Definitely you are going to get a buyer.
Okay.
It is very certain, because I feel the major essence of setting up a business is to make money and earn a living.
Yeah.
So I think the major essence would definitely not be just underrated.
Okay, I mean, thank you so much for coming. But of course, there's even the emphasis of the lost treasures, things that have been taken from us in Nigeria, and that's why a lot of people are really skeptical about that whole field. So we've had the knock from Benin taken from us, and you know about these things too.
Yeah. What is just there is, as I've once told you not too long, though we are currently launching it January 1st.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is when we are launching it particularly. Okay. So that's why we are using a lot of mediums to set up a very strong standard, of which, though we know that we are bringing value to made in Africa products by doing this, from other countries now, they'll be like, okay, this is how they can get some of their products, and this is how they. So we are just trying to bring value to Africa particularly.
That's what we need right now in Nigeria, bringing more value to the things that have been taken away, as
Exactly.
opposed to even the business part. I mean, that's
Exactly.
good. We can redeem our culture and get back on track with our artifacts.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Mohammed Abu, for coming on the show. It was great to really have your perspective on arts and craft, and of course that business and the whole work. So, guys, we still have our guest, another guest coming right through. I said it's a buzz all day, and Quincy.
Yep. Can't wait.
You can't wait. So let's get right to it. We'll take a break and we will be back.